Hey, welcome to Watch Candy. I'm super excited to have you in for this episode. Today, I would like to talk about a watch that came out a little while ago and it got a little bit of attention, mostly because of how awesome value for money it is, not to mention its gorgeous looks. I recently acquired this watch and it is even better value for money than it was a couple years ago. So let's get into it and figure out what watch I'm talking about and why I think you should drop everything and buy it right now. So what watch did I buy? Well, this happens to be the Timex Malachite edition. This collection came out in late 2024 around December, and it released with a malachite dial, a lapis lazuli dial, and a tiger eye dial, which is really cool because they're stone dials, and Timex is known for making more just like inexpensive, affordable watches. Like, you know, they're great, but nothing really crazy. They're all 36 millimeters, so definitely good for either smaller wrists or people who want to wear watches with slightly smaller proportions. And they all have full stainless steel construction, case back, bracelet, the whole thing, and with a gold coating on top. If you're curious, from Timex, they retail at about $219, which is already, for what you're getting, an amazing price. But I rediscovered this watch when I was scrolling through Joma Shop of all places, and if you don't know, Joma Shop is a gray market dealer, so they sell all sorts of watches at a discount. They're not authorized, so you don't get an official factory warranty. However, you do get Joma Shop's own warranty, so that kind of balances out. I got this watch, which retails at $219. I got it at $119, which is crazy. 120 bucks for a genuine malachite dial with this build quality attached. I was already sold. This video isn't sponsored by Joma Shop at all. I just use their website sometimes, and I wanted to see how it all turned out because this is a really good deal, and I wanted to put you guys on that. If you've been looking for a stone dial watch at a more affordable price point, because even the affordable ones are still like 700 bucks. So let's talk about the watch. Like I said, it is 36 millimeters wide with a full stainless steel construction, and then on the case and bracelet you do get a gold coating. It is very nice and very uniform, which I like. A lot of the time with gold colored watches you get weird shades of gold, and being very into jewelry myself, I know what shades of gold can come in, right? One of my favorite aspects is the bezel. With its gorgeous matte green and gold coating on it, it just oozes class. I absolutely adore the different facets of the case, and it works really well with the expansion style bracelet it comes with. Hear me out, hear me out. I know expansion bracelets are a huge turnoff for a lot of people, and rightly so. I've had to adjust my fair share of expansion style bracelets, and they are a pain. But what's really cool about this one is that you can do the bracelet adjustment completely tool-free. It comes with a rather large selection of links where on the underside, if you press a little button, unlatch from each other, making adjustment really easy. I was wearing this watch at most maybe 2 minutes after unboxing, and like a minute and a half of that time was me just admiring the watch. The case back isn't really anything to write home about. It does have a really pretty circular finishing on it, which I think is cool. It does feel very dense and solid, which is another hallmark to the watch's quality. But other than that, it doesn't really have a lot going on. You've got the battery cover, you've got the logo, you've got some specs, you know, kind of the usual. But the dial is the main event with this watch. It is, like I said, a genuine slice of malachite. Malachite is a really pretty naturally occurring stone. It does occur in a few different types of formations, but most notably is this gorgeous green with these white bands going sometimes linearly, sometimes a little bit curved, and it's a stone that I've adored for a long time. And yes, if ingested, it is toxic, so good thing it's on the inside of this watch. What I love about malachite, especially when it's used for watch dials like this, is that when it's cut, by default, it already has this gorgeous glossy sheen to the surface of it, and I am a huge fan of glossy lacquered style dials. I love it when I can see the hands reflected on the surface of the dial. I think that's so pretty. When I wear this watch, not only am I so drawn to the way all the little links of the bracelet kind of add a faceted, glimmery look for every wrist roll, but the gorgeous sheen of the dial captivates me. Now, this watch isn't perfect. It does come with an acrylic crystal, which is highly domed. I honestly think that's really cool, and I have no problem with that, but I know some people would, so I just wanted to put that out there. It does mean that the crystal can be scratched, however, it also can be buffed, so, you know, kind of a give and take. I think it really makes the malachite dial pop. I feel like a sapphire crystal might put a little bit of a hazy look to the dial, as they sometimes do. I'm honestly quite happy with the acrylic, especially for this price. But you know, like I said, it's good to communicate these things. So that's what I've got for today. I know this is a really short video, but I just wanted to put you guys onto this awesome watch at this crazy price from Joma Shop. They do have all 3 of the color options, so if you're interested, definitely check it out. Like I said, this video isn't sponsored at all. This is just me sharing my experience and honestly, my shock. I don't do a lot of review style videos, so if you liked this, definitely let me know. I would love to talk about other watches out there. Of course, I love watches. I love featuring watches on this channel because, you know, it's watch candy, right? I gotta share the best, most delicious watches out there. Join Watch Candy, subscribe. I would love to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I absolutely appreciate your viewership. It means a ton to me. Like I said, go buy this watch right now. Just do it. You won't regret it.